Hi, and thank you so much for stopping by. If you are in a pivot in your life and you are trying to figure out, do you want to go in this direction or you want to go in that direction, or maybe you are trying to figure out how to transition into your purpose. Like maybe you know what it is, but you don't know the first steps in getting you forward into that purpose that you want to live your life in. So you've come in the right place. Either way, you're at the right place. I am going to give you 10 stepping stones to help you to discover your purpose. Okay, so let's jump right in. The first stepping stone is childhood influences. So it's taking the time, taking back, and remembering your earliest memory that you can when you were a child, and being able to identify and examine what were those influences, who were influencing you, who were those role models, who were your caregivers that directly influence you with their own values, with their own beliefs, with their own passions, with their own what they believe what their purpose was, or what, maybe they even hinted to you or suggested to you what your purpose should be, right? As a child, what you should grow up and do. Think about what those influences are and how they have directed your life on the path that you are now. Okay. Number two is your passions and interests. So really being able to explore what are the things that pull at your heartstrings. Passion is defined as an uncontrollable emotion. So what is it that you get really passionate about, that you love, love, love? Like I said, that they pull at your heartstrings because you love doing it. What is it? What are the things that you wake up thinking about, that you go to sleep thinking about, that you just can't get out of your mind, right? Because you're constantly thinking about it, you want to do it, you get really fulfilled by it. What are those passions? What are those interests? And being able to identify what they were as a child, and even so much as far as what they are now as an adult. And just being able to list as many as you could think about, list all of them, write them all out. Okay. Some of you might be like me when you are a multi-passionate individual, and that's okay. So being able to list them all out, identify what they are, and you can either touch on all of them, right? They can all be a part of your purpose. It might be something that might overlap, but just rest assured that if it's something that you're passionate about, but you also have it also gives you meaning, because that's important, then those are going to be the things that's going to drive you and push you forward into your purpose. Number three is talents and skills. What are you good at? Explore what are your natural gifts, and what are the skills that you've acquired over your lifetime that have uniquely prepared you to reach your full potential. What are those things that other people say that you're good at? In fact, you might have to ask. Go ask your friends, go ask your family members, hey, what do you think I'm really good at? What would you say that I'm really good at? And let them tell you what there is. You'll be probably surprised by their answers. Number four is personality. Now, we've all have these, maybe heard of or taken personality tests where we're either introverts or extroverts, right? But taking those personality tests, identifying what it says about you, we know that those help us to identify what careers that we maybe more likely inclined to doing because of our personality. So when we explore and identify what our personality is, that gives us a little more clarity on what our purpose may be. Number five is life-changing experiences. So reflecting on those life-changing experiences that have somehow been major turning points in your life that has been leading you down the path that you're on. So maybe you moved a few times in your life and went to several different schools. Or maybe you had a kid at 35, right? Again, being a mom again. Or maybe you had a kid really, really young. What were those life-changing experiences for you, and being able to list them? Now, how I like to do this is being able to create a life timeline. So writing a timeline, like literally drawing a line, and on one end writing your earliest memory, and on the very far end, your age today. And what you do is you can write down those positive life-changing experiences as well as those not so positive life-changing experiences, and really being able to identify which ones played a significant role in taking you along the path that you're on now. And that should give you clarity of your purpose. Stepping stone number 6 are coincidences. Okay, so identifying those unexplained, unexpected experiences that have happened in our life where they were coincidences, right? I always like to say that there are no such thing as coincidences. Everything happens in our life for a reason, and it is divinely orchestrated to happen the way that it does. But when we examine those meaningful coincidences, right, these are pivotal moments that point us to an even higher meaning. So being able to reflect like, okay, this happened unexpectedly, or I met this person randomly, right? Really thinking about what is the meaning behind that, and really being able to sit and reflect on what that is can gain you a little more clarity on what your purpose is as well. Number 7 is a huge one: eliminating limitations. So sometimes most of our limitations come within ourselves. They're the internal things that we are struggling with, that we deal with, that are challenging. Our negative self-talk, our I statements, our what ifs that we tell ourselves. So being able to identify what those hidden beliefs are and being able to really address them and eliminating them out of our just out of our minds completely, so that we can push forward into our purpose. Because it's at this point when we are getting closer to identify what our purpose is, but it will be things that'll come up that will tell us we're not good enough, or tell us that we shouldn't start this business, or we shouldn't write the book. So being able to eliminate those things, we have to first identify what they are, and really being able to then eliminate them and challenge those limiting beliefs as well. Now, number 8, the best part is putting all these pieces together and seeing what trajectory are your stepping stones leading you in your life. So taking stepping stone 1 through 7 and really being able to sit back and reflect on each of them. And it's almost like you're going to take each one and just connect the dots, right? So that you can really explore and figure out, okay, how does all of this have meaning, and how does all of this relate to my purpose and who I am today? So you want to be able to sit down and really get a real clear understanding of what that is. It's going to help you get so much clarity. Number 9 is manifesto. Okay, and this is a declaration that you will create that expresses your values, your beliefs, and your life purpose in one inspirational and powerful paragraph. Don't worry about spelling or grammar or anything like that. I want you to really sit after you've connected all the dots and really come up with what is this an inspirational and powerful thing that you now have created as your purpose, and writing it out. And this is going to be what you are going to help you to push forward into your purpose. The last one is life story. The good thing about your life story is that you are the author of it. So if you get to a pivotal point in your life when you are going through a transition and you are trying to figure out like what to do and how all of these things that has happened in my life that somehow is giving meaning and somehow giving me clarity, you are the author. So you can rewrite your story, that now you're using everything that you've learned, that you've gathered from the stepping stones, that you're using this to rewrite your story in a way that tells you who you are in the purpose that you have now discovered, and what that looks like for you, and what it will take to continue to push you forward into your purpose, so that you are living your life to your full potential. So those were the 10 stepping stones. I hope you really got something out of it. If you have any questions or you want more clarity, this is what I do. I take these 10 stepping stones and I go through them step by step. I help moms figure out what their purpose is. So we go through the stepping stones. I help you gain the clarity. I help you identify your purpose, but I also help you to create a strategic plan in order for you to be able to make this a smooth transition. So not only do you gain the clarity, not only do you gain laser focus on what your purpose is, as well as creating a strategic plan and being able to to enable you to execute your purpose, right? You have someone that's there gonna hold your hand, that's gonna walk you through this, it's gonna encourage you, support you, and just be your cheerleader through this whole process, as well as other women who are like-minded and on the same journey as you are. So again, I hope you gained something from this. If you need more, definitely reach out. I'd be glad to kind of help you and navigate you through this journey. And just thank you so much for your time and tuning in. Bye for now.